friends, it's Brittany Valadez here for WrigleyDaily.com. Thank you so much for joining me, where I am chatting with one of the producers from a new TBN special, well, film, with Andrea Bocelli called The Journey. All right. Yes, before we get into that, make sure you subscribe to my channel and, of course, give this video a thumbs up. Don't forget to hit the notification bell so you can be notified each time I upload a new video to this channel. And follow me on social media. I am all over social media, so follow me there. All right, let's get into this interview. Hi, Christian. It's so nice to meet you. Okay, tell me about the journey and your part in this film.
Yes. So The Journey is basically a music documentary with Andrea Bocelli and some other amazing artists. And he really had this vision to go on a pilgrimage trail in Italy called the Via Francigena Trail. And it's an ancient pilgrimage trail that spans actually from Canterbury, England, all the way to Rome. But he wanted to start in Rome and go to his hometown Latico, which is near the trail. And so originally it just was going to be kind of a simple thing with maybe one or two cameras with him. And it ended up turning into almost 100-person crew because it's just a very difficult thing to do to follow someone for 21 days on horseback through all the different terrains, and then capture all these music videos and conversations. So I was the content director, so I came up with like the idea for themes and artists that would join him, songs they would sing. And then I rode in a car behind him for 21 days on the trail. As they had these conversations, he would meet up with an artist like Tori Kelly or Torrin Wells and Michael W. Smith. And they would have these conversations, and then we would stop like on day 3 at a beautiful location and do a concert, almost like this private little concert with duets that they'd never sung before or some of their favorite songs. So yeah, it was really amazing. And then I also produced it and was one of the in the edit booth from nonstop until the day was finished. So yeah.
Wow. Okay, so how did everything come together? Like from the beginning to the end?
It was the from the idea or the concept until actually the execution wasn't very long. We didn't have a lot of time because he was ready to go on this journey. So that was a little kind of faster pace than maybe it would normally be for some things. But we had a great team, some amazing Italian directors over there, DPs that we worked with, some Italian producers as well, some producers here in the States. So we had a really strong team from the beginning to kind of like pull this together. And then when we got on the road, we did a several, like about a month ahead of time, we did a scout. We were over there for a couple weeks, looking at the locations. We had someone do the trail ahead of time to find any issues there might be, where we could put cameras, where we couldn't, that type of thing. And then we were on the trail, like I said, 21 days with 100 and something person crew. I think it was like 120 people person crew. And then afterwards, it was about, I think it was like a year pulling, getting everything finalized. We had over 300 hours of content. So that is a lot to look through and go through and pull a story together.
So we know Andrea Bocelli was a part of this film, like the journey was basically him, and he was a part of the TBN special. Now, did he approach TBN with this project and just ask them to join him? And is he going to have any other specials or anything with them in the future?
So yes, he did. We did the Christmas production with them. They were executive producers on that, and then Matt and Lori Cross were executive producers on this. Really, their dream is just to get good content out in the world, and so however that happens, I mean that's their hope. It was really actually great working with them. They really were very generous in helping this project come together. And then as far as upcoming, I mean, there's always, fun holiday specials and things that I'm sure will come around the pipe. I know he's looking at a couple other projects coming up, but we haven't announced those yet. So.
Oh, that's amazing. Okay, now tell us about your work specifically.
Oh yeah, so I work with Impact Productions in out of Tulsa, Oklahoma. It's one of the oldest production companies in the state, and we do a ton of content from teaching series to documentaries to historical to films, Christmas Candle, Home Run, the Christmas Child, some of those, End of the Spear, some of those came out of Impact Productions. And then currently we're working with a project with Mike Rowe, a few other things like that. So we do a lot. We handle a lot in our company, and then TBN contracts us out to do some of their series, some of their specials. I think I did like 30 specials during the COVID season when it was really hard to do any type of filming. We figured out a way to do like 30 specials that air on like TBN and Fox. So we've done a lot with them. They've really been great to work with, and then yeah, a lot outside of what they do as well. So it's been a crazy couple of years. We've had a lot on our plate for sure.
So tell us about your journey while making The Journey. What were some fun and exciting, maybe some difficult moments during the filming process?
Yeah, I mean, sitting long hours in a car was day after day after day was like pretty my legs got pretty tired, but it was nothing compared to all those artists riding horses for that many hours. So I couldn't complain too much. Yeah, just I think getting to know all the Italian crew was really fun. We made some really great friendships, and one like personal moment that was really exciting was at the very end of The Journey. My boyfriend at the time came over and surprised me with a proposal. So he worked with my boss, and they kind of worked out this surprise. And it was the very last day, and Andrea Bocelli and Catherine Jenkins were singing one. It was at the last concert, and he had worked with my boss Tom Newman and Veronica Bocelli to propose at the end of the concert. And so he came up and proposed, and it was so exciting. I was so shocked. It was the best moment ever for sure. Now married, so the project's been 2 years, so married.
Oh, I love it. Oh, I love love stories. So, like, how did you and your husband meet?
Yeah, he's actually in production too. He owns his own production company, White Wolf Creative. And so we met through work, and little known at the time, my coworkers were conspiring behind the scenes because they thought we would be really good together. They never really said it outright. They were just like, "Oh, we should find someone for Nick. He's so great." So, anyway, I was actually thinking about him for another girl because wasn't thinking about it at the time. And then as I got to know him to check him out for my girlfriend, I was like, "Oh, wait a second, this guy's pretty cool." I never told her, so she doesn't know she missed out on anything.
God answers so many prayers, and I like the fact that you guys get to work on projects that bring honor to Christ. So, how important was it for you and your crew to share the gospel message through this project?
Yeah, we didn't aim to make this necessarily like a Christian film. Obviously, Andrea wanting to take this pilgrimage, he said he wanted to get back to nature, get back to time with God, get back to quiet, reflection, focus on the things that really mattered in life, ask those questions again. COVID was a crazy season. Everyone had to slow down for a little while. Then we got back into the hustle and bustle and the fast pace. And he was just kind of wanted to like, let's have that moment. And so it was really like watching his journey. But as we filmed it, I think it really became a journey for not only the crew, but I think the audience who will watch it as well, to ask those questions like, what really matters in life? We talk about forgiveness, hope, faith, family, these things that fear. We address a lot of really interesting topics, and I think all of them go back to this rooted in our faith. And there's this one little part in there where Michael W. Smith, he's sitting with Andrea, and he says, "I just think God wants me to tell people He loves them. He loves them. He's not mad at them." And I was like, that's such a beautiful piece. It's really like the only real. I mean, we talk about all these spiritual things, but in that quiet, simple little moment, someone who comes in to see the film that might not be a Christian, it's just a seed planted. So I think, this isn't necessarily a salvation message as much as it is an invitation into faith. And I love that.
Now, tell us, when and where can audiences watch The Journey?
Yes. So if they go to thejourney.movie, they can find out which theaters have the film playing. And then if they can find out the showtime. So thejourney.movie is the place to go to find the times and the places to see it. And it will play all the way through Easter Day. So right now that's the length. We did it for 1 week. So you have to grab your tickets really quick because it's coming up soon.
Okay, so how can we find you online?
Yes. Everyone tells me I need to open up my social media account. It's closed. It's Chris Camera, Kris Camera. But yeah, I love meeting new people. I love connecting and seeing what they're doing and their dreams. That's really important to me, to see to hear the dreams of other people. So yeah, if someone wants to reach out and connect, send DM me. That's the best way for me to connect with you versus just you know, uh, asking to follow me. Once I connect with you, then yes, absolutely. I would love to have some conversations and just see what your dreams are. So
Christian, I had such a wonderful time chatting with you, and I know our friends who are watching enjoyed this chat as well. Okay, friends, make sure you go check out The Journey, which is out in theaters now. And of course, I want to wish you guys a happy Easter. But, before this video is over, make sure you subscribe to my channel. Of course, follow me on social media. I'll put all that in the description box below. And until next time, I'm Brittany Valadez. Happy Easter, and I'll see you in the next one.